Okay, in this video, you're a new capacity provider. Doesn't matter if you're a motor carrier or an NVOCC or an IMC or a freight broker, you're here to connect with shippers. So there's a few things you got to do in your account to get set up, and I'm going to go through those right now. First thing is you want to make sure you have equipment. So you go to Account, Settings, Company Profile. Now, you may have filled this out when you were initially signing up for the account, or maybe you haven't signed up, so you're going to have to do this when you sign up. But under Freight Equipment Owned, you're going to indicate what you have. So in this setting, if you're an asset-based motor carrier, you could give an exact amount of 53-foot flatbeds. If you're a freight broker, for example, you could put in a 1 just to indicate that that's an equipment type that you can handle. Again, if you're an IMC, intermodal would be here, and you'd put a 1 in for 53-foot containers for domestic containers, to give you an example. So you got to have equipment. That's one thing you're going to need to connect with shippers. The next thing you're going to have is lanes. Okay, so we want to know what lanes you want to see freight in. So if you're a motor carrier, again, you can be very specific here and say, I only want to see freight in Michigan. Okay, it's all I do. That way, when our algorithm is trying to connect you with the appropriate shippers, we're looking at your equipment, we're looking at the lane in which you want to run. Okay, if you're an NVOCC or a freight forwarder or an international shipper of any kind, you're going to want to go to Account, Settings, Preferences. And under your company preferences, you're going to tell us what kind of geographic coverage you want to cover, right? What can you cover? So if you're an international shipper, you're going to want to hit global. If you only operate in the United States, you're going to want to hit United States. Again, this is going to change that lane configuration. So I'll pretend I'm an international shipper. I'm going to go down and click Save. That way, under Manage Lanes now, I have a whole list of countries that I can cover. Okay, and again, you can be very broad here, or you can be very specific, depending on how many UROUTE shippers you're looking to connect with, where they ship, so on and so forth. So the 3 things you're going to need, we've talked about them. It's shipment type, which you put in during your profile. It's equipment type, and even if you're a non-asset-based provider, you got to put a 1 in at least to network and to make that algorithm find that connection. And you got to add lanes. So once you've done all that, then you can go to Connections, click Shipper Search. You want to use your profile and your lane, so you'll click Begin Search, and a whole list of shippers will come up. If you're a motor carrier and you selected Allow 3PLs, you're going to see freight brokers to connect with as well. But in this case, you want to sign up with Advanced Nutrients. You select all of their locations and click Send. It's going to tell you submitted 4 requests. Then you go to your connections. Oh, I got 0 requests. The request is pending on the shipper's side. It's up to them now to approve you. And once they do, you're going to see shippers 1. And at that time, you're going to start seeing all of their opportunities, spot bids, as well as any RFQ, multi-lane RFQs that they put out. Now, that's how you just get connected. That's like the 1, 2, 3 of getting connected to a shipper or a 3PL on UROUTE that uses our software. Make sure to go through all of our training tools. It's very important. It teaches you everything that you're going to need to know on how to use the site. And for motor carriers, we offer a free trucking software, comprehensive trucking software. Check that out as well. It's a way to either save money if you're paying for a TMS today, or really enhance your operations by getting a cloud-based software to run your company. Again, that's how you connect with shippers. Figure out all the other training tools, look at those, and learn how to use the system. You're going to love it. It's built for you to connect with shippers and make your lives easier.